got it right, but I just circled it the weird way.
Wait, did I get it right?
No.
No. Today on the workshop, I'm diving into one of my favorite topics, and that is carbon fiber versus wood bows. There's a whole camp of people that believe wood bows are the only true bow that you should be getting for your instrument, and there's a whole camp of people that really love this new technology coming into our bows, and that's carbon fiber. Today on the workshop, I want to pit some of my coworkers against a whole bunch of bows that I've pulled, and we're gonna see if anybody can hear the difference between carbon fiber and a wood bow. Set one, bow number one. V, take it away. Wonderful. All right, set number one, bow number two. Who thinks the first bow was wood? The first bow was indeed wood. The first bow was our VBH 44, and the carbon fiber is the Glasser Brooklyn 44. Well done. We're off to a good start.
Trying to boost your confidence. Maybe.
Oh, thanks.
Get you ready.
Appreciate it.
Set number two, bow number one. Please, if you want to do the same excerpt, that's fine. If you want to do something different, that's fine.
We'll do the same excerpt.
Sounds good. Wonderful. All right. This is set number two, bow number two. Wonderful. All right, there's two bows. Which one was wood? Which one was carbon fiber? Do we need to hear any of them again? All right, so who thinks the carbon fiber one was first? The carbon fiber one was second.
You know, gotta be consistent.
It's all good, it's all good. So the carbon fiber one was indeed second, and the wood bow was, again, it was the VBH, but we compared it to one of our Shar Fusion bows instead of the Glasser. All right, this is set number three, bow number one. That excerpt, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Excellent. All right, there's bow number one. Upcoming is bow number two. Wonderful. There's two bows. Do we need to hear any of them again?
Can I make a request to play the second one again?
Sure. Go for it. Sure, sure. How are we feeling? We're gonna hear the second one again, but what do you think that first one is?
A bow.
A bow?
Yep.
Well,
We don't want to skew her judgment yet.
I'll skew anybody's judgment. Fight me.
I don't want to. You can go ahead and skew it.
All right, two bows. Michael B. Which one do you think was the wood one?
I think bow number 2 was the wood one.
Why do you think bow number 2 is the wood one?
It sounded like V had better control of her articulation. The the first one just sounded a little lacking control. And so at something at around this price point, I would imagine that would be something that would be a little bit more difficult depending on the bows that are being used.
Interesting. V, out of curiosity, did you feel that you had more control over bow number 2 as opposed to bow number 1?
Yeah, with bow number 2, I felt like I got a wider dynamic range and I could control the articulation a little better.
Interesting. All right. What do you think? Which one do you think was the wood bow? Number 1 or number 2?
So I actually thought the first one was the wood bow.
Michael, what's your take?
I thought the second one was wood because I've guessed wood for the second one 3 times now, and
It's gonna be right at some
yeah,
point.
at some point.
Today's your lucky day. Bow number 2 was wood.
Wow.
Bow number 2 was wood. Bow number 1 was carbon fiber. Set number 4, bow number 1. All right, set number 4, bow number 2, whenever you're ready. Wonderful. All right, there were 2 bows. Which one was wood? Which one was carbon fiber? Does anybody want to hear them again?
Can you play the first one again?
Sure. All right, that was the first bow again. Lindsay, what are your thoughts? Which one do you think was carbon fiber?
It's a little harder on this one, I think. But I went with the first one being wood and the second one being carbon fiber.
Okay. You think the first one was wood? How about you?
Same.
Okay, first one you think was wood?
Switching it up a little
Switching
bit.
it up, you're still gonna go carbon fiber and wood? Okay, okay. Well, that was the first bow, right? First bow was indeed wood. Yep. You know, as a bassist, I can count to 4 and that's it. The minute I hit set 5, I should have known, whoops, this number's too big. Sorry. All right, this is set number, bow number 1. Wonderful. All right, there was bow number 1. Let's hear bow number 2. Wonderful. All right, there were 2 bows, 1 carbon fiber, 1 wood. Does anybody want to hear them again?
Do you want to hear it again, Michael?
It won't help.
You never know.
Yeah, let's hear one of them.
Yeah.
Sure, all right.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to hear again?
Which one do you think will help me?
Why don't we
The
listen to
first
the
one.
first one
We'll do
again?
the
The first one.
Let's do the
Yeah.
first one, just for funsies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was bow number 1 again. Michael Holmes,
Yes.
I'm curious to know, what differences did you hear between the 2 bows, if any?
You don't want to ask me that question.
I would love to hear your take, honestly.
I was trying to tell the difference between like dynamics mostly. Yeah. it's
Okay.
really
So
bad.
the main thing that your ear was attracted to was dynamics, the dynamic shift between bow number 1 and bow number 2. Interesting. Okay, Lindsay, what are your thoughts? Which one do you think was wood? Which one do you think was carbon fiber?
This one was a lot harder for me to
Excellent.
kind of differentiate between the 2. But I'm going with the first one being wood and the second one being the carbon fiber.
Okay, what do you think?
I was kind of thinking that the first one seemed to maybe have like, I don't know if I have the right descriptor of what it was, but
Okay.
I was thinking that the bow maybe was a little bit heavier.
Okay.
So I was thinking that it potentially could be a wood bow.
Okay, so you were
actually.
thinking, so probably that sound was a little more powerful to you from the
Yeah.
first bow, a little
The-
fuller from that first bow.
Fuller would probably be a better descriptor of
Okay.
what I was maybe hearing. It was pretty minute, but
All right, interesting. Michael Bean, what are your thoughts?
I thought the first one was carbon fiber and the second one was wood. Again, I was really just going off of dynamics, articulation. That was my best guess.
Okay. Now, how confident are you with that?
Less confident than I have been the last bunch, but I've gotten everyone right so far except this one. So
Well, you've gotten this one right as well. The first one was indeed carbon fiber. That was one of our Presto
We did.
Impulse. Thank you. I just forgot the model. This Presto
maybe if I
Impulse
circle it.
versus one of our
There you go.
VB47s. So, excellent. If you guys have time, I have what you guys aren't aware of as a super secret round with 2 other bows. Would you like to play?
Oh my god.
The super secret round. You guys have no idea what the budget is for these bows. Nobody told you beforehand.
Don't know how that could have happened.
But these are going to be the nicest bows that we've heard so far. These are upwards of $1,000, if not a little bit more. So, this is super secret set number 1, bow number 1. All right, here is bow number 2. Wonderful. There were 2 bows. These are advanced level bows. One of them was carbon fiber, one of them was wood. Lindsay, what are your thoughts?
Can you play the first one again?
Certainly.
Certainly.
I think I'm gonna decide that the first one was carbon fiber and the second one was wood.
Okay, so you think the first one was carbon fiber,
First one was wood, and second
Okay.
one was carbon fiber?
Do you have any reasoning behind that? Or you just-
Absolutely not.
No? Did you hear any differences at all between those 2?
Not for certain.
Okay, that's all right. Michael Bean, what are your thoughts?
I thought the first one was also wood and the second one was carbon fiber.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Again, I'm just listening to dynamics, to expression, and there was also quite a bit of more power with the first one, which to me would indicate more control, which for a nicer, I'm just guessing.
See, that's why I went with carbon fiber because of V's playing specifically for that somewhat rationale.
Yeah, but V's a fiddler playing a lot of V is looking for something with, they want more speed, they want, I mean, not always, but a lot of their playing involves quick response, not necessarily power.
Okay, fair. I don't know.
All right.
I love that my playing style has entered into the debate here.
Heck yes.
Well, I
Awesome.
think with a bow that's really important because I think depending on the player, you know, what's comfortable is going to change the way it sounds.
This is very true. Like any player could pick up these bows and they could sound very, very different to our ears.
You know what's probably helped me is that I've been listening to V's Black Marie album like nonstop for the last week.
Keep that in the video.
Giving that little plug there.
Yeah, show for my
We'll plug
band.
that, sure. Well, I'm happy to announce that the first one was indeed wood, and the second one was carbon fiber. We put one of our really, really nice wood bows up against the Kotobo Marquis. I mean, it was kind of an unfair comparison money-wise, but it was fun. Well, I want to hear these final scores. Michael Holmes, how did you do, buddy? What was your final score?
I got 2.
You got 2.
Yeah.
You did better than AJ during the old versus new video.
I've lost.
Lindsay, what did you get?
I also only got 2.
You still did twice as better as AJ in the old versus new video. Michael Bean, you can leave.
I get to keep the job again. Yes.
Perfect score. Man, well done. Excellent. This is why we bring you in for this stuff. You're the ringer that we bring in to make sure that the game's not rigged. Excellent. Well, hey, folks, thank you so much for participating. I really appreciate y'all being here and joining me for this fun little game. V, thank you so much for playing for us, especially all of these bows. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too.
It was fun.
It was super fun.
Excellent. There we have it, folks. Out of our 3 contestants, we had 1 perfect score, and that was from our fine instrument specialist. He kind of knows his way around a lot of these bows, whereas the other 2 contestants got 2 out of 5. I thought that this was very interesting, and you know, I could hear some differences. Of course, I knew which ones were which, but I could of course hear some differences between the 2, but it really comes down to personal choice whether you prefer the sound of a carbon fiber over a wood bow. Or, you know, consider carbon fiber simply for the durability of it. Or consider a wood bow just because it sounds gorgeous. Folks, that's all the time we have for today on the workshop. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, hit the little notification bell, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you here next time on the workshop. Bow number 2. Oops! And there goes my cake of yumba.
No!
Yep.
Not the yumba! Please!
Oh, man, it's just a cheat.
Yeah.
When do I get to tell him that glass is actually fiberglass, not carbon fiber?
Ooh.
I'll leave that up to you.
All right.